One more rivalry. We've got to talk some ball, man. We had
Sir.
probably one of the best Saturday slates this year, this past weekend. A lot of games in the SEC, especially, man. Let's kick it off, bro. Starting it off, man. Texas destroys Oklahoma, man, in the Red River rivalry. Obviously, we talked about it. Expected a lot out this ball game. I did. I don't know if you did. You said that this would probably get ugly last week. Again, I had a lot of faith in the freshman quarterback, and again, man, it was a rough one for him. Not necessarily all on him, but all in all, bro, what did you think about the ball game, man? Of Texas doing what they were supposed to do.
Man, Texas looking like they poised to win some jury this year, man. They just seem to be hitting on all cylinders. Coach Sarkisian has it going. They got a
Yeah,
quarterback that's going to be a top drafted quarterback. They got weapons. They got speed. They pretty much got everything you need, man. They was just a little bit overwhelming for Oklahoma and the freshman quarterback. I actually thought that it would be a closer game, just because it was a rivalry, man. And I know if anybody was able to beat Texas, it would be Oklahoma. But they came in focused, man, and handled business.
yeah, yeah. No, I came in focused. I'm with you. I think Sarkisian had the guys prepared, ready to go. Again, I don't think this is an Oklahoma team that's going to be able to sneak up on people because you hear about, the freshman quarterback. Hey, he's got legs. He can beat you. So I think again they came in ready to rock and roll. But the game started out shaky, for the quarterback, Texas quarterback Ewers. I think he threw maybe two picks to start out in the first quarter. But all in all, man, Texas did what they were supposed to do and won the ball game, man. So we'll see how it plays out. They got some good games coming up. Probably no, not probably the biggest game uh, of their season is coming up this next weekend. So we'll definitely talk about it. But let's move on. Oregon, Ohio State, probably the best game of the weekend, man. Overtime win for Oregon. We both picked Oregon, I believe, last week to win this ball game. Um, and they found a way to win it. Again, impressive ball team, definitely a playoff club, bro. What do you think about Oregon moving forward? And Ohio State's head coach seems like again he's missing out on these big wins. They're becoming frustrated. What's it look like for both programs right now?
Man, starting with Ohio State, man, I think like how you just said, man, Coach days are becoming numbered, man, especially if he continues to lose to that team up north in Michigan. Um yeah, man, it seems like he can't win those big games with all the talent that they're, getting.
Yeah.
They have the top level talent, they have top level facilities, etc. So it shouldn't be no reason why, Ohio State isn't bringing in championships like they think they should be. But speaking on Oregon, man, Oregon seems to have Ohio State's number. They actually went to Ohio State and beat them. Was that is it last year or the year before that? Beat them head to head. But I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I knew Oregon wanted something to prove, man. They had a big game at home. I knew that Dan Lanning would have them, motivated and ready to play football. Am I totally sold on Oregon as they can win a national championship? I'm not. I would have to see more. I would
Yeah.
have to see them up against the Georgias and the Texas, see if they can fare, man. I think it'll still be a large margin and wins in that. So, but they did what they're supposed to do. They got to win. It took overtime. They found a way to win. Sometimes it take a little extra time to get that W, but in the end, it's all worth it.
Hey man, that's up for obviously discussion. You know, when you talk about Oregon versus a Texas versus a Georgia, you talk a lot about quarterback play. So I think Oregon has a quarterback that can definitely win big ball games, score points. So I think they can play with anybody in the country. Are they a championship team? Who knows? But playoff team, definitely, definitely, bro. Definitely think they're a
For sure.
playoff team.
For
And a
sure.
tough ball club, bro. That court, we seen the personality of their head coach last year. You get what I'm saying? Versus Colorado, how he is in the locker room. Kind of competitive edge to him. So um, definitely think Oregon's a playoff team, bro.
Yeah, for sure. They're definitely a playoff team. But as far as actually, being true contenders and actually winning and having Oregon Ducks hoist the trophy at the end, it's far fetched me to believe right now.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. We'll see. Death Valley, bro. This was this place you said was the toughest play or one of the toughest places to play in the country. Man, they got it done. Overtime win, back shoulder throw. Man, gutsy call. They won the game. Man, what did you think about the win over Ole Miss, bro. I again personally, I thought this was a big win for the program. Just knowing how to win these ball games, bro. SEC, you can lose week in, week out. I took Ole Miss to win the game last week. Just felt like again they would get he would be able to outcoach LSU and that they'll be able to put up more points just overall. But man, great game, man. This was a good weekend, bro. LSU was turned, bro. LSU turned. I mean, I don't know if you saw the video of 80 plus thousand singing "Set It Off," the Boosie. You get what I'm saying? Obviously,
Yeah,
Boosie, the legend. You get what I'm saying? From Baton
legend,
Rouge,
Baton Rouge. Yes,
right
sir.
there, 3 minutes away. But man, the stadium, what you said, man, what you call it? You said it's raunchy. LSU, bro. Man, listen, LSU is obviously, man, a program both of us would love to see. If you can go to LSU and play sports, man, one of the best places in the country. They love their sports and definitely love their football. But man, LSU got something to say, I think, the rest of the
Yeah.
season, man, to really try and put their self in position for the playoffs, man. So what do you think, bro, about LSU?
Again, man, a big win by LSU, man. I had picked them to win, strictly based off the game being at night, man. It's hard to win in that position. They found a way to win. And like I said on the previous game, man, however long it take to get that W, you know what I'm saying? You go take it. Um, I think that they're in a position to possibly be outside of the playoff. I think they're 8 right now. Depends on I think they do have them on the schedule. Not sure, but it's gonna come down to those certain teams, man. I know that SEC is not, East and West anymore and split it up. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be interesting, man. This was a huge win for them, man. Regarding Ole Miss, man, this was a loss that you thought that you had to win. Still having to play Georgia, still having to play Alabama.
Yeah.
This was one of those wins that you was counting, even though it was on the road. This is one of those wins that you was counting because you know it's going to come down to those other two that possibly had to split. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be hard. But hats off to them, man. They played their guts out, as Miles
Yeah.
on would say.
Yeah.
They just came up a little short, man. They got to regroup and come back, man. In this league, anything can happen. You just got to be prepared for your opportunity.
No, for sure, bro. Ole Miss, I don't know. Is that two losses for Ole Miss this year?
Yeah,
I
Ole
believe I
Miss
believe
lost.
so.
Ole Miss lost to
Kentucky,
Kentucky.
Kentucky, Kentucky, exactly. So there's two losses for Ole Miss, man. It's gonna be hard for them to squeak in. But LSU, they've got one loss to USC, and their schedule does not get any easier, bro. They got Arkansas this week, followed by Texas A&M, followed by Bama. They do got Bama. Bama goes to Death Valley this year,
Mm,
which will be what they say a marquee matchup, man. Then after that, they got Florida, Vandy,
mm,
Oklahoma.
mm.
All SEC games in the next 6 weeks. So, man, if they can figure out a way to get through that gauntlet, bro, they'll
Yep.
make the playoffs, bro. They'll make the
Tough,
playoffs.
man. It's tough, man. You listing Vandy in a stretch that's is called the gauntlet now, man. That's the SEC for you.
Yeah, yeah, man. And man, talking about Vandy, bro, another one, another one, bro. I think this is like the first time in the past so many years they picked up two consecutive SEC wins. Vandy goes into Kentucky, beat Mark Stoops. I did not take this game last weekend. I did it again. I doubted Vandy what they had. Just felt like they weren't there as a program yet to compete with Kentucky, even though they just beat Bama. Again, that's a huge upset. Can it happen again? Can they go in when teams are expecting you to come in? But
Yeah.
dog, Vandy did it again, bro. And Vandy's now in a conversation where you got to respect them. You have to respect Vandy the same way that you respect our Auburn Tigers. Because when you talk about tiers now, we're in the tier with Vandy. Or is Vandy a little above us right now when you talk about SEC rankings? And what
Mm,
rankings, I'm sure they're above us. Obviously, we're in the bottom of the
mm.
SEC. But all in all, I say this, man, Vandy is to be respected. Got to give them their respect.
Absolutely, man. Got to give them their respect, man. Big win at home against Alabama and go on the road when you just beat Bama and not people's aware and get a steal against a good program. Mark Stoops and Kentucky Wildcats, man. That's big, man. And shouts out to that coach and the quarterback, man, getting on the same page and really trying to turn his program around, man. It hasn't been much going on with him since James Franklin. And James Franklin had his 1 year and took off. So
Yeah.
hopefully they can sustain their coaches and some talent, man, and continue to strive and progress, man. it's a beautiful thing to see, man. I see they're adding on to their stadium, making renovations to add more seats, man. So they, dedicating time to their football program and not just being not athletic, academic school.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, bro. And just think about it. Like in college, bro, Vandy was one of the top spots I was gonna commit to and go to. They can recruit. Who doesn't want to go to Nashville? Nashville's not the worst city to be in. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And with the new NIL space, leveling the
Mm-hmm.
landscape of really, recruiting.
Spreading
Um,
out.
and one thing I would say is Vandy probably has donors that's not short of money. So again, if they really lock in and really want to build that program, man, I think that they can get some big time guys and continue to compete in the SEC, man. That's why I say, where are we? Where do we fall right now in the tiers of SEC football, SEC sports in general? Um, man, we'll see. But Vandy, again, to be respected, dog.
All I know is we not last.
So who's last?
Mississippi State.
Are we in the same tier?
Uh, it's close.
Funny thing is RAD, where did he come from?
Mississippi State.
Oh man, something going on, man. Something going on. Some in the waters.
Yeah,
All right,
man.
brother.
I'm looking at the SC standings. We are man, it's crazy. Number one team in the SC right now is Texas A&M. They had three conference runs. Texas has two. Then you got LSU, Georgia, Bama, Tennessee, Arkansas, Vanderbilt,
Mhm.
Missouri, Ole Miss, Oklahoma, Florida, South Carolina, Kentucky, Auburn, Mississippi State. That's where we at right now. Deal with it.
Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, man. Crazy, bro. Vantage to be respected. You said we're not at the bottom, but we're close to it right now. Close to it. South Carolina. I know we talked about it. It can't happen twice. Can't happen twice. No way Alabama loses twice after suffering. Suffering. That's the word to use, I guess, right now for Bama with the loss to Vandy. But South Carolina, bro, came in and almost did it. Almost doesn't count. Obviously,
Yep.
who cares? No one will remember that they almost came into Tuscaloosa and won.
Mm.
But they came in and competed. I think it's more important that Bama found a way to win, man. Last play of the game, threw the ball up, pick. So, man, I don't know if you was able to check that game out, but bro, what did you think about where Bama is and South Carolina as a program, or just the SEC overall?
Again, man, the SEC is spreading out. I don't think it's a dominant team in it, man. And to be honest, man, I feel like South Carolina really lost this game. They had the chance to win the football game, and I feel like they just blew a gasket in their brain, man. Their play calling in that last drive just didn't make
Yeah,
any sense to me, bro. It didn't make any sense. And all they needed was a field goal. They didn't even need a
that's it.
touchdown. So
That's it, bro.
they needed to get like 20, 25 yards of being field goal position to come into Bama and take them
Bro,
down.
10. You give your kicker a shot with 10 yards, a 50, 52, 55 yarder. You'll live with it.
Yeah.
You'll live with it. You live with it. Yeah.
No, man, it's saying a lot about them. I think they have a quarterback problem as well, just like we do at Auburn, man. And that position is the most important, man. You have to have that solidified. They decided, to start the redshirt freshman sellers over
Yeah.
Robbie Anderson, who's a well traveled guy, I would say,
Yeah. Yeah.
experienced guy. But apparently, man, something's not clicking between either of them, man. Because South Carolina was in that game to win it, and they just couldn't close, man. And people really think it's like easy to find these ways to win, but man, it's really a taught, skill, bro. You the fight, not give up, the believe. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing that just happens. Like you really have to believe it's gonna happen. And you find a way to win. Um, Speaking on Bama, man, I think they might be in trouble. They can't stop no damn body, and that's just not what we used to from Alabama football, man. Saban left, man, and it just looks different. Um, throwing temper tantrums and doing all that on the field, it just wouldn't happen with Saban. I know it's last week, but I have to harp on that because even though these are kids, man, it just you leave that kind of stuff in high school. And then just to go to the next week where you think you'll be more motivated, you got a good South Carolina team coming in. it just didn't look like Alabama football to me. And I know they have a new coach this year, and Kalen DeBoer, man, he's coming from Washington, Pac-12, which is,
Yeah.
a whole lot different than down here in the South, man. And he's gonna figure that out very quickly if he hasn't already. Um, but yeah, man, it's this SEC, man, it's really a toss-up. It's any given Saturday at this point for sure.
Yeah, bro. You talk about it, bro. You said the quarterback play. It was something I touched on the week before as far as the quarterback center exchange when they played, I think, LSU. But same mistakes we saw. They literally had the game won, bro. Had just got a pick. They was up. They were up maybe 2 points. Next play, man, quarterback fumbles. Bama gets the ball on like their own 30, on 25, whatever the case is, man. Go in and score. And it happened earlier in the game. So, man, South Carolina got to get it figured out. As far as the young buck, I believe Malachi Moore temper tantrum the week before, bro. Again, bro, that's a suffering loss that you take to Vandy, bro. That how will we respond, bro? You know, we had some guys on our team, bro, who you never know what would have happened. You know what I'm saying? When you take those losses, it happens. But followed up the next week, he ended the game. You know what I'm saying? Great way to come back and find a way to win. And just so happened that he was able to finish the game with the pick towards the end of the game. So, man, I'm not concerned about Bama, but again, we do know in the SEC they got a gauntlet of a schedule right now. Looking at it, bro, they got Tennessee this weekend
Mm-hmm.
at Tennessee. They've got Missouri following. They got LSU. They get a bye week essentially because they play Mercer, and then they got Oklahoma and our Tigers. So again, will they lose another game? Who knows? Man, you got to prove yourself, bro.
Tough,
You got to
right?
prove yourself. And it's tough. It's tough. And this is a one-loss Bama team, bro, who again could end the season, let's say, a 2 to 3 loss.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
could. They could end the season 2 to 3 loss, and still get in the playoffs. That's the crazy part, and still get in the playoffs. So, um, man, who knows, man, how everything plays out, man. But definitely excited to keep it rolling, man, and watch some college football, man. Um, Tennessee. Tennessee, man, went into Gainesville, beat the Gators in overtime. Was not expecting this game to be as close as it was. How is Florida finding a way to compete, man? Has Napier reestablished himself, even though they've lost these games? Has he established himself like, okay, I'm still a coach who has control of my program, figuring out this quarterback situation? I think they know the decision that they need to make to move forward, but um, what do we think about the Gators, man? Are they finding a way to come back around? And is Tennessee a program who can compete and win that natty?
So for start out, man, the game was up in Knoxville.
Knoxville, that's right.
What in Knoxville. Two, the Gators always play Tennessee tough, man. They really have their number, man. Even when they're not good, they find a way to beat Tennessee. Um, which was the reason I had them actually winning that game. Now, if they would have won that game, I think Napier's job would have been safe. I
Yeah,
think he would have been safe if they won that game. But this is adding another notch to the belt. Three, he doesn't have to worry about the quarterback competition to figure out who's gonna play because Graham Mertz is now out for the rest of the season, some with his knee. So it's gonna be all the freshmen and DJ Lagway. So I think that's good. Not good that he got hurt, but I think it's good that hey, this the guy we're gonna go with him, and this is what it is. Let's prep him and have
yeah,
him ready. Um, as far as Tennessee, like I said, man, they always have a hard time with Florida. I don't know what it is. When they say see the orange and blue, man, they have a tough time. They found a way to win, bro. I think that's a
yep,
big mental block that they got past. They found a way to win at home. We've been in those situations where man, it came down to the last second. So you understand how it is. I think moving forward, they got Bama coming in. Last time Bama came in, it was a huge win. And they stormed the field and took the goalposts out and did all that. I don't think this is kind of Bama team. I actually think that they can put up points on this Bama team. I really do. I think they could put up points. I'm not sold on Bama's defense. And when they play, I'm going to pick Tennessee to win by at least 10 points.
Hold on one second. Not so fast, my friend. Let's slow it down. Let's slow it down. Because I don't think that's happening, man. Because we can get that out the way. You on Tennessee side this upcoming weekend, and I got Bama to figure out a way to win. Again, I love this Tennessee team. Both teams are playoff teams. Um, Not trying to take anything from either program. But I do think Bama will find a way to win. But we'll touch on it. We'll touch on it, man. But all in all, like you said, great win for Tennessee to figure out a way to squeak out a win against Florida, who has had their number in past years, bro. All right, man, let's get it. Let's get it, man. Let's go through it, man. Predictions with Ryan, bro. Let's see what we got, man. We've got a few games. Like I said, this is the best time right now. I think we're on like a 50-some stretch of college football slash NFL football
Yep.
of games each night. So we've got some games tonight, man. We're gonna touch on, and then we're gonna go through for the games this upcoming Saturday.
All
Starting
right.
it out, bro. Troy at South Alabama. South Alabama is a team that I took twice this year, and I took a crazy South Alabama upset over LSU in Death Valley. I don't know what I was thinking. Hey G, my lady say, man, you're gonna lose some credibility making these crazy
Yeah.
picks, man. I don't know what you're doing. So I'm gonna try to figure it out. I'm gonna try to figure it out. But man, Troy at South Alabama. Troy's a team I watched early in the season get destroyed.
Yeah.
Their program is looking worse than typically. So I'm taking South Alabama, man. Not gonna make too much of it. Better quarterback. ESPN2 tonight, bro. I got South Alabama. Who you got?
South Alabama, man. We ain't gonna waste too much time on it. I don't like what I see from Troy, South Alabama.
Easy breezy, man. Moving on, bro. You got Louisiana Tech tonight, 9 p.m. ESPNU. They're at New Mexico State. This is not New Mexico, New Mexico State, man. I'm taking Louisiana Tech. Watch Louisiana Tech play early. I think they got a guy from where I currently live at right now, Allen, Texas. I think they got General Booty. Could be wrong. It could be Monroe. Could be Louisiana Monroe, actually. But I'm taking Louisiana Tech in this ball team. Tougher team, figure out a way to win.
Yeah, man. I like Louisiana Tech, man. They always had that pedigree of being a solid second tier, team, come and get some wins, play the top tier teams pretty tough.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Louisiana Tech for the win.
There it is, man. Coming up, we got Thursday. We got a ball club. We're gonna touch on a ball game. We've got Boston College at Virginia Tech. Um, Starting it out,
Mm.
Boston College, man. You know we're both a fan of that club right there, that program. Some guys you're aware of, good coaching staff, good ball team. Boston College, big win on the road. Big win on the road. Virginia Tech, it won't be an easy place to win at, but I see them coming out with a win.
Man, this is a big game right here.
Yep.
Whether it's not ranked teams, but as far as the ACC standings of ranked position, man, this is a big game. And it's gonna be tough for Boston College to go in there and get a win at Virginia Tech. They went to Virginia and couldn't really pull it off. Started out good, but couldn't finish it, man. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they fare in this game. Just watching Virginia Tech play against Miami. I like some of the stuff I seen, man. I like the quarterback; he's pretty
Yeah.
decent, man. Mobile guy, play creative improviser. Um, but I'm gonna go with my heart and choose Boston College in this one, man. I just like what I seen from Boston College, man. I believe in their DC and what he can get done. So I'm gonna stick with what I know, and I'm gonna choose Boston College to get a win on the road.
I'm with you, bro. You talk about defensive coordinator. You talk about his style of play. Man, I'm a double A gap type of guy. I want to apply some pressure. I want some guys to blitz them gaps. And man, against Florida State, he did that. He put pressure on the quarterback. He played man on the outside. So man, I'm taking Boston College like we talked about, bro. For a lot of the points that you hit on. Friday night, we've got Florida State traveling to Duke, man. Headed up to North Carolina, headed up to Carolina to play some football. Man, this is gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one, and it's gonna be a huge game. I hate to say it for Florida State. Things has not been going well for the program, and this is a game that can continue to make that fan base very, very frustrated. But
Mhm.
Duke's a ball team right now that can win this game. So I hate to say it, man, but I think Duke finds a way to win quarterback play. Um, I got him by 6.
Yeah, man. Duke Blue Devils. And when you say it, man, say it with confidence, bro. Duke is gonna beat Florida State. They have a better quarterback, like you said. Um, and I think they're just the overall better team, man. Shout out to the Duke Blue
Yeah.
Devils running backs coach, Coach Willie Simmons, former head coach of FAMU, who won the national HBCU national championship last year, man. Duke is 5-1 right now, and I don't see Florida State coming there at 1-5 and beating Duke. I'm taking the Dukies in this one.
Man, I'm sitting here trying to see what's the spread in this game, man. I want to know
Spread
the
is three.
spread.
Spread is
Spread's
three.
three. Makes
Yeah.
sense. I'm with you, bro. I'm gonna say it confidently, man. Duke Blue Devils all the way this Friday, man. I'm taking you. I believe, man. All right, bro. The Saturday slate. Again, bro, you got so many games you can touch on, man. Just let me know if we need to just skip past some. First off, got your boy Cam Ward, Heisman finalist, headed to Louisville to play a competitive game, 11 a.m. Central Time, man. ESPN. What you got?
Yeah, man, I'm rocking with Cam Ward. It's gonna be tough. Not go act like they go walk in there and just smack them boys. It's gonna be tough, but I think he's poised to go in there and win, man. He showed over and over that he has poised shoulders and he's gonna play every second out. So I'm gonna go with Miami.
Man, I'm with you. I take Miami as well. You said a few weeks ago that Miami reminds you of the 2010 Auburn football team, finding a way to win games. I'm curious to know if they can continue to go throughout this season undefeated. Every week I feel like it's an opportunity to just slip up, you know. But will they go undefeated? Who knows? This is one of those games where they can lose. They can lose to Louisville, like you mentioned. Won't be easy. But I take Miami, Cam Ward, figure out a way to win. Um, he on top of college football right now, it seems, man. It seems like Miami should be ranked higher, bro. They number six. Um, don't know who in front of who, but seems like they should be ranked higher.
I think they're in the right position, man. If you look at their schedule and who they played, nobody's been ranked. They just won their games. They beat Florida. Florida's not ranked.
Yeah.
Uh, South Florida, VTech, went out to Cal, snuck out.
Okay.
So I think they're in the right position, man. And if I was a coach, I would tell them like, we don't worry about, that we're undefeated and we think we should be higher. We're right in the position. Just keep winning games. They'll take care of itself. So I think they're in the right position.
Week by week, got to win, bro. All right, another one. This one we're gonna be dialed into. Obviously, our Tigers, man, headed up to face the Tigers. Auburn and Missouri will have a showdown this Saturday, and this will be a good game. This should not be. This should be a hard fought game, man.
Mhm.
Um, I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you pick, bro. Again, I don't even know where I want to go with this game. You may have an idea, but man, what do you think? I know there's a lot of similarities, head coaching, and a few of those guys on that staff were a part of that 2010 championship run and the 2013 championship run. So, what you think about Missouri, man, against our Tigers?
And I think Missouri's front runners. I think we're going to Missouri and get a dub. 12 o'clock game, 11 a.m. over there. I think we're going there and get a dub. I don't know how. I don't know how. I saw Freeze saying he's gonna get a running back some more touches and Hunter, and if he does, we'll win the football game. I think we're going there and we get a win.
Oh man, you got us going in and getting the win, man. I have to ride with our Tigers, man. Auburn, bro. We got to go in. We got to figure out some way to find something to be happy about right now.
Yeah, got
Something to
to.
be happy about, bro.
We
Um,
got to.
and the crazy thing is this will be a huge win for our program. This will be a huge win for our program, bro, to go in and beat Missouri. Because I tell you, again, if we go in and lose this ball game, things continue to go downhill. There's still, again, we still got an opportunity to somehow recover whatever this season looks like. But if we don't, things can continue to get worse. Don't think we've seen the worst of what it could be. So somehow, man, we win this ball team, man. We've got the guys. We've got the guys to win, man. 27, like you mentioned, the best running back in the country to me personally, outside of Boise State. But again, if Hunter was at Boise State in that program, I think he could be special as well. But we've got to use our guys more. We got to run the ball. Hunter has to touch it over 15 times for us to win the ball game.
Yes, sir. Has to be. I think he needs to touch the ball at least 20 to 25 times with the handoff, with the reverses, with the screens. He needs to touch the football, period.
Yep. All right, brother. South Carolina at Oklahoma. Again, both teams coming off of a loss. Obviously, South Carolina coming off of a tough loss in Tuscaloosa at Bryant-Denny. Um, Oklahoma coming off a beatdown. Oklahoma coming off a beatdown. What does this matchup look like? I'm excited about it. SEC matchup, a little different than past years, but South Carolina at Oklahoma, man, and I'll kick it off. I got South Carolina to find a way to win. Uh, Sellers has to play a better ball game. I think that he'll still be the starting quarterback. Um, but I think they'll establish a run game and win this ball game.
All right, man. I'm gonna go with Oklahoma, man. I don't see South Carolina going into Oklahoma and getting a W. I just have to see it to believe it. Right now, and I don't see it. I'm rocking with Oklahoma to bounce back in a close one.
All right, there it is. We'll see Saturday, man. That's gonna be at 11:45 on SEC Network. I'm taking the Gamecocks. You got Oklahoma. All right, bro. Let's touch on the HBCU matchup. You got your guys out of Tallahassee, Florida A&M, playing at Jackson State. Had to touch on this, man. My wife, huge Jackson State fan, grew up in Jackson. The whole family um, love everything that they got going on over there, bro. So um, they'll be upset with me if I ain't touch on this big matchup this week, bro.
Touch on
Um,
it, boss.
but they might still be mad because I got A&M to go in and beat the brakes. I ain't even gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna say beat the brakes off them boys. I got A&M by 30.
Damn. Hey, man, as you should, man. I don't know if it'll quite be 30, but you should pick them boys out of Tallahassee, Florida, man. Hey, big time game. Two ranked teams on the FCS level. Florida and them being 18, Jackson State being number 25. FAMU 3-2, Jackson State 4-2. A heavyweight clash in the SWAC or
Yeah.
HBCU football, period. 3:30 game, ESPNU, that should tell you everything. You know what I'm saying? It's a big clash. And I'm gonna rock with Florida and them.
What's
Straight
the
up.
score? What's the score?
I think it'll be closer than expected. I think we win by a touchdown. I think they go come out, they go be hype, man. I feel like the weather's gonna be nice out. It's gonna be a packed stadium, man, and we got to go into their stadium and get a win. Usually they play this game on a neutral field,
Yeah.
but this time now that the Orange Blossom Bowl has, we're in the new opponents, they've moved on. Now they're traveling to each other's stadium, man. So it's gonna be a hard win. I think it's gonna be the hardest game that FAMU has had this season outside of Miami, that
Okay.
that
All right. All right. I
is.
was about to say, what we getting at? What we getting at? These guys done
I
played
think it's gonna
Miami.
be a great game. I think it's gonna be a great football game. I think the Rattlers come out on top.
I like it, brother. All right, bro. The showdown, the one you talked about, bro. Alabama at Tennessee. You already said it. You rolling with Tennessee. I'm rolling with Bama. What's the key factors in this game?
Uh, for Tennessee, they got to put points up. I feel like Alabama offense can match them, but they have to outscore them. I don't think Bama's defense is just where it needs to be. It never was good enough to start the pass. It always had a problem with long passes, man. Going down the field. I think that's how you attack them. Josh Heupel likes to spread them out wide, put his receivers out wide, and pull people out the box and RPO read it, run or throw it out quick. So I got Tennessee winning this game, man, in a high scoring game, another 41-38 type game, and yeah, that's what I'm rolling with, man.
Man, you talk about Bama not being able to stop the pass, man. I know a little bit something about the DB coach with Tennessee, Willie Martinez, man. He was our coach, man. In 2013, I believe, 2012, we went 3-9, right, that season. Is that right?
3-9, baby.
We went went 3-9. Could we stop the pass that season? Could we stop anything? Could
well,
we stop?
well, you took it out of my head, boy. Could we
Could we
stop
stop?
anything?
All right. So that's what I'm getting at, man. I'm taking Bama. I'm taking them to throw for 300 plus this weekend. Guys having a big, big, big game. You got five Bernard, playmaker, can play some ball. You've got one of the best wide receivers in the country, Williams, on the outside, man. He's gonna see 10 targets. Um, you got the kid number 6, slot receiver from Kalir. Hey, Jacory, what's his name? Kid from Kalir. Kobe Prentice. You got he's injured. Well,
Oh,
hopefully he's back this week. Hopefully he's back this week. But I'm taking Bama. Bama to win this ball game.
oh man,
And I don't think it will be a close one, man. Again, I like Tennessee and what they have, man. I think they're a playoff club, but I'm taking Bama to pull it out.
gotcha.
Colorado, bro, at Arizona, man. Colorado coming off of a tough loss, man, to Kansas State. Man. How do they rebound? How do they bounce back at Arizona, which is, again, not an easy place to win at. Again, those fans will be rowdy. It's like top 5 party schools, I believe, in the country. Um, Man, what does Colorado look like going into this ball game?
It's gonna be a tough one. Especially if 12 doesn't play. I don't know if you know, but Arizona has a receiver that is a top 10 prospect.
Oh man, he is, and I've watched him, brother. Real deal, real
And they're
deal.
gonna need Travis to be on him, man. At least half the time because Travis going both ways and stuff like that. So it's all dependent, man. Colorado's so dependent on Travis Hunter. When he's not in the game, it's dang near 99% they're gonna lose, man. When he went out this last game against Kansas State, uh, you see what happened. They
Yeah.
couldn't win. They couldn't finish. It's gonna be all dependent on him, man. If he's playing, I got Colorado to win. If he doesn't play, then I'm taking Arizona.
Oh man. Dang, yeah. Again, I love that receiver with Arizona, bro. He reminds me of like Michael Pittman with the Colts. Long receiver, can run great routes, catch the ball across the field. Man, I'm definitely a fan of him and think he is, a top, going to be one of the top receivers off the board. Um, but again, I take Colorado. I've been taking them every game. It seemed like this season somehow figure out a way to win, man. Hopefully, 12 is back, like you mentioned. What was the problem last week?
I think it was his shoulder, man. They never came out and
Shoulder.
said
That's right.
anything, but I
That
think it
yeah,
was his shoulder.
shoulder. That won't
And man,
keep him off the field.
I think they really need him more for defense, man. They had another guy come in last week, number 4, man, and he went off, man. I think he had like 158 yards, man. So they have weapons at receiver, even though Travis is the favorite. But it just when he's in the game, man, it's just a different feeling, man. More eyes got to go to him. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So without
Yep.
him on there, it's kind of like, hey, man, we're playing our cover two, straight cover two, bam. But we ain't on the field, hey, man, we need 2 or 3 people over looking this way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a difference maker, man.
All right, man. Another one that I will not skip past no more. Vandy. We got to talk about it. We're gonna talk about everybody else, man. We got to talk about Vanderbilt, bro. Ball State is headed to Nashville to play against Vanderbilt. I'm taking Vandy.
Yeah,
I might be a fan now, bro. I'm taking the Commodores, man. Um, anchor down, bro. Playing against this again will be a huge win for Vandy. They've just won 2 SEC matchups. Now they got Ball State coming in,
yeah,
and they got to get this win, man. They're playing at 7 o'clock, man, prime time. Obviously, they're on SEC Network, but great slot four, man. Go
yeah.
Vandy.
Yeah, man. How often does Vandy get to play at night? But hey, yeah, man. Ball State comes in there to their own funeral, man. Vandy wipes them, and they head straight to the bars after.
Oh man, Nashville
Good win for
turn,
the
man.
bars.
Nashville, Vandy turn, baby. All right, Georgia, number 5 team in the country, headed down to Austin to play number 1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, man. A team that you're high on the head coach, man, high on the program. What happens, man? This is one of those heavyweight matchups, bro, that we don't get to see often, but um,
Mhm.
we will start to see in upcoming years and recent years, bro, because of the new alignment. What you got, bro?
And ugly. I feel like it can get ugly, man. Georgia comes out and starts slow. If they do like how they did with Clemson and Bama, it could get ugly. Clemson game, I think it was 7-3 at half, and they finally took off. And then Bama, they went down like 24-0. I think they got to get something going ASAP, man. I know Kirby gonna have those guys ready to play. He's gonna talk everything he could say to him, man. It's gonna have them ready to run through the wall, but are they gonna run through that wall? Because it's a wall that they about
Yeah.
to run into. Are they gonna run
Yeah.
into this wall? It's gonna be an interesting game, man. I can't wait to watch it, man. This is beautiful, man. College football, I wasn't a fan of the realignment, but it has really added extra good games, man.
Yep.
And I'm happy to say I'm part of it.
Yeah, bro. It make you think about even like I said, the South Carolina Oklahoma matchup, bro.
Yeah,
That's not even that's 2 unranked teams.
yeah.
That's 2 unranked teams, but just the new alignment make you think about it, bro. You say it could get ugly. This Georgia Texas matchup could get ugly. For who?
Could get it could get ugly for Georgia. It could get ugly for Georgia. I don't see Georgia blowing out Texas, but I can see Texas blowing out Georgia.
Man, not so fast, my friend. I got Georgia, bro. Georgia can beat down Texas, I feel like, man. Tougher ball club. I think this is one of the games, man, that could I think they could come in to Texas and hit those guys in the mouth, bro. And I don't know how they will respond. That's just what I see for this ball game, bro. I'm taking Georgia. I'm taking Georgia by 17. Taking Georgia by 17, bro.
Golly, boy. What your lady just told you, bro?
I'm ruining my credibility.
Oh man, 17. They gonna get beat by
17.
17 in Austin?
Georgia beat
No,
Texas by 17, bro.
no, won't happen. 3:30 game. Texas gonna have everybody on the sideline. All they recruits coming. They ain't losing by no 17.
Ah,
Sarkisian gonna
man.
have them boys ready to play.
Bro,
That
it's
offense
a
gonna be
real
ready to play.
SEC, man. Look, they newcomers, bro. They newcomers. They about to
We
see what's
shall
going
see.
on, man.
We
They about to
shall
see
see.
what's
I'm
going
picking
on.
Texas. I'm picking Texas. So,
Let's go,
hey,
man. Let's go Bulldogs, brother. All right. Um,
another game I want to touch on, man.
talk to me.
It's not really an exciting game, man, but this is Oregon, this Purdue game, man. Oregon is going to Purdue. And if you
Okay.
watch Purdue in the past couple years, whenever they have a top five team coming to them, they put a beat down on them. Don't know if it'll happen this week, but I just want you guys to watch out for that game. That's my sleeper pick. I'm picking Purdue to win. Oregon goes Purdue this weekend. That's my sleeper pick this week.
Have you watched Purdue this year? What do you like about Purdue's offense?
Not too much. I don't like
But
too much about the defense.
okay. But again, you say the key is that in past years they've been having some crazy upsets.
Yes.
I'm gonna have my eye on it, man. Purdue again, man. I got one of my guys who works with Amazon with me, bro, and former athlete as well, man. Huge Purdue fan. He went to Purdue, played receiver. Um, so man, he gonna definitely like to hear this. He gonna definitely
Mhm.
like to hear this, man. Purdue with the upset. I can't go that far, man. I like Oregon. I don't see Oregon losing for the remainder of the year. I don't see Oregon losing, but gonna keep my eye on it, man. And for sakes, you got the upset. I'm not taking it, but I might take it on the parlay, bro. Might I might take it on the parlay. All right, brother. Kentucky at Florida.
Mm.
Kentucky at Florida, man. Mark Stoops. Again, I'm a fan. I like what Kentucky has tried to do over the years, but they can't get over the hump. I thought this was the year. We thought this was the year possibly for them to get over the hump. They hadn't got over it yet, and I don't think they'll get over it this Saturday. I got Florida to win this game. Like you talked about, the quarterback has now established himself by injury as the number one guy. I think these guys are gonna rally around him. He's gonna make plays, and this starts his height, his train, kind of running this program.
Not so fast, my friend.
Oh love.
The freshman, Kentucky has a good defense. A good defense held Ole Miss to dang near 50% of their offense.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think Florida's offense is as good as Ole Miss. And Ole Miss was at home. I like Kentucky to come here and steal a win. And really, it's not really like stealing. They came down there and beat them recently in Gainesville. I'm taking Kentucky to win this game. Mark Stoops get them back online.
Oh man. Oh man. Definitely gonna be tuned in, man. 7:45 SEC Network. Um, and the last one we're gonna talk about, bro, UCF, a team that many fans they're saying they're falling apart. They lost the
Yeah.
close one this past weekend to Cincinnati. Um, they benched KJ Jefferson, a
Yeah.
guy that I said could possibly be in the Heisman race.
Man, that's something.
He's now benched, bro. He does not play anymore. And I don't know if he'll play for the rest of the season. I think Gus is seeing some things in the young quarterback that he likes, and I think he'll continue to move forward with the young guy. Man, you got even UCF is in a strange state right now. That's all I'm gonna say. Man, can they bounce back this week, man? Huge top 10 team that they're about to go into with Iowa State. Um, Tough ball club. They always are tough. What is it? What's the game look like?
Man, the game looks like Iowa State going to win, man. Like you said, man, they're falling apart. They had one of the top receivers hit the portal in the middle of the week. They benched their quarterback. It seems like Gus is moving towards playing the younger guys to get ready for next year. I feel like they wiped their hands on this year, man. Let's just get some of these guys some playing time and some experience for next year. And
Yeah.
that's okay, man. That's okay. As long as you can find a way to win 7 games, I think that'll be okay. You can keep them off your behind. But yeah, man, I don't see too much from UCF. Which is crazy. I did have them as a dark horse for the playoff if they could win out. It was either
Yeah.
between them and Colorado. But it seems like they waving the white flag, so we go wave the white flag with them. We go take Iowa State to beat them by 14 plus.
I can't do it. I can't do it. Gus does not seem like the type of guy to wave the white flag. I think he's a guy that has too much pride, especially in his offense. The guy wants to put up points, and he wants to put up points in a major way. I think Gus is a guy who does look at stats. You know how he is. He's a nerdy guy. You get what I'm saying? And I think he keeps up very well with how his offense is doing. He's back to calling play calls. I know a lot of people say, they were saying last year he didn't own like the play calling. He's now the guy who's calling play calls. Um, and I think he takes pride in that. We know him very well, bro. He wants to go in and win this game. I don't see him waving a white flag. I don't see UCF waving a white flag at all. And I got an upset. And the reason why is because of the Jimmys and Joes, bro. Malzahn will have those guys ready to prepare. He will have those guys well prepared. Malzahn will not send a bad product out. I don't see it. I don't see it. Obviously, Colorado came into Orlando and did what they did, but um,
Mhm.
I think Gus will have his guys ready to go. They will prepare this week. They will prepare offensively and defensively. Um, and I got this as the upset of the week, man. UCF over number 9 Iowa State.
Okay, I like it.
There it is, baby. Predictions with Ryan, man. Let's get it, bro.
Let's get it.